Do you want control over your deck, like a mystic looking into a crystal ball, able to see and influence what is to come with ease? Then Amethyst Ink is what you are divining. Welcome, fellow rebels. Today we're going to take a look at the control of the Amethyst cards in Disney's Lorcana. Now we're going to start with the text that Disney put up on the Lorcana website for the Amethyst Ink. Amethyst glimmers are wondrous, for this is the otherworldly ink of sorcerers, sages, animated objects, and other glimmers who use their special powers to achieve their aims. They are incredibly powerful when they have access to their amazing abilities, but may land in trouble if they're stripped of those or tap into power they can't control. So what you can kind of get from that text is Amethyst is a very high utility color of ink, allowing for a multitude of different things, which we'll get into now that we've divided into 3 specific points. Now, the first is that it allows you to draw cards much easier. So we'll start with your friends on the other side here. This is a action song, and it allows you to draw 2 cards. Just draw 2 cards, boom. Oh, we got these here, Simba and Sorceress Maleficent. Now, the Sorceress Maleficent is another card, just like friends on the other side, that when you play this card, cast my spell, when you play this character, you may draw a card. So, allows you to draw a card too, and the cool thing about having both of these cards in Amethyst is, not only do they both allow you to draw cards, but they're actually compatible. Maleficent is cost 3, the song is cost 3. So if I have Maleficent down, I can just exert her to play friends on the other side without having to use any ink at all. Now, the second bullet point here is very similar to the crystal ball analogy that I used at the beginning of the video. It allows you to look at cards in your deck. So the first one we have here is Alchemist Emma. Now, she's from The Emperor's New Groove, which is a Disney movie I really like. Watched it all the time as a kid. And even like her quote there is when they, like, I'm a cow now. Can I go home? You're excused. I've seen that movie way too much. But whenever this character quests, look at the top card of your deck. Put it on either the top or the bottom of your deck. So if I have Yzma out here, and I quest with her, what this will allow me to do is, with my actual example deck here, I can look at the top card. And, ooh, I got a King of Olympus Hades. Now let's say this is, I just put her out, so for cost 2, so round 3 of the game, I only got 3 ink out in front of me. I'm super far away from being able to play this Hades King of Olympus. And unless, I'm thinking, oh, I have a ton of villain cards that I might be able to play, he'll be useful very later on to just hold on to, you could keep him on top. Or if you're looking to get some more better cards out of the deck here, maybe you have a couple more of him in there that might pop up later, you can just take him, stick him at the bottom of the deck, allowing you not to essentially waste a card draw there. A couple other cards that allow you to do something very similar is Reflection and Ursula's Cauldron here. Now for Reflection, let's put Yzma back here. It's a song, only cost 1, so essentially any character in the game can exert themselves in order to play this song. But what it allows you to do is look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put them back on top of your deck in any order. So if I'm drawing these 3 cards here, I might think, oh, this Maleficent, it's better to have her on top because when I play her, I can draw another card. So I want this on top. The Lantern will allow me to pay 1 less for this Lilo, so I can play her for free next time. So let's do it in that order. And then I can just take those cards in that order, put them back on top of the deck like that. And now I also kind of can strategize what I want my future plans to be, since I know what the top 3 cards are. And then Ursula's Cauldron here is cool because it's an item card, which means since it doesn't banish when you use it, you can just keep it out for the whole game. its ability, Peer into the Depths, means when you exert it, you can look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one on top of your deck and the other on the bottom. So, we already know what these two are, but let's pretend we're going in blind. It's like, ooh, we got Maleficent and Lantern. You know, it'd be cool to pay 1 less ink whenever you play a character every turn, but also drawing a card's pretty useful. You know, sometimes you get in unfortunate situations like this where it's like, man, I don't want to get rid of either of them, but, you know, oh, I know I have a lot more Maleficents, and this will allow me to play more. You can keep the Lantern on top, put that Maleficent on the bottom of the deck, and now you kind of know, alright, that Maleficent's probably not going to be in play for a while because she's at the bottom, but, you know, the next card you're going to get is that Lantern. Now, the final point about Amethyst cards that we're going to go over here is keeping your cards out of the discard pile and essentially keeping those cards in your hand. So the first card we have here is Agent Provocator Dr. Facilier. Now, he's from the Disney movie The Princess and the Frog. Really cool looking character. Also, you know, we saw his card earlier, Friends on the Other Side. I love that song a lot. He's a Floodborn character, so you can shift 5 him. His ability, Into the Shadows. Whenever one of your other characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand. So if we have Dr. Facilier in play there, and we got Yzma here, you know, she's exerted, somebody challenges her, she gets banished. Instead of having to put her in the discard pile, we can put her right back into our hand and able to play again next turn. So, you know, because we got Friends on the Other Side. And another character very similar, who has actually cards specific to the Amber deck that he combos with, is our Wayward Sorcerer, Mickey Mouse. Now, this is a really cool piece of art here. You'll notice that this is the foil card that comes with the Amethyst and Amber starter deck. Just great piece of art there. But he has 2 abilities. The first one, which we're not really focused on, but I'll still mention, is Animate Broom. So you can pay 1 less ink to play a Broom character. Now, right now, this is the only Broom character in the game. Maybe they'll add more later, which is why they just say play Broom characters. But so essentially, if I have this Mickey in play, I want to play this Magic Broom. Instead of paying 2 ink, I can just pay 1 to have him in play. So let's say he's up there. The ability that we really want to look at with Wayward Mickey Mouse is Ceaseless Worker. So, whenever one of your Broom characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand. So we got Mickey Mouse in play and our Broom in play. Our Broom is exerted, so it gets challenged. Uh-oh. Guess we might have to put in our discard pile. Nope, you know, with our Wayward Sorcerer Mickey Mouse there, he just reanimates the Broom again. Goes back into our hand here. And then with him out, on her next turn, we can just pay 1 ink to play it again. So, really good at comboing with each other there. So when it comes to Amethyst's utility, that is pretty much everything you need to know about the cards in the deck. And that's everything you will need to know about the Amethyst Ink in Lorcana. If you're looking for more videos on Lorcana, check out the playlist or video here. Till next time, have fun and game on.